Happy Revenge of the 5th. On May the 1st, the UCS TIE Interceptor was released to LEGO Insiders. On that very same day, I grabbed myself the Playscale TIE Interceptor set number 75348, which comes with the Mandalorian Fang fighter. I picked this up for a steal price, and I'm going to run you through everything to do with this set, including the 5 bags that you get with that separate instruction manual. In the set, you get 2 minifigures. You get a TIE pilot, of course, to go inside the Interceptor, along with R2-E6. I love getting little astromechs as well, even that IKEA one from last year. And last year I built the TIE Bomber, and it was one of my favourite sets of 2023, and this one certainly was similar in structure when building it. And there it is, and I really like the way that this one looks, and I do like the fact that the pilot can just about fit in the cockpit. I've seen there's quite a spacious cockpit on the new UCS TIE Interceptor, but you can get the TIE pilot into this one no problem. I did enjoy the symmetry of building the wings for the TIE Interceptor, but I will say that they were a little stiff to get on in the little Technic bolts. That might just be a problem that I had with the particular pieces that I had in my set. It may be a problem that everybody has. I'm not entirely sure. Once the wings are on, though, it does look fantastic. I really feel like in recent years, the LEGO group have managed to get the TIE ships all correct in the sense of the amount of grey to black. Obviously, go all the way back to the early 2000s where you were getting navy blue on there, and even if you go to the UCS TIE Interceptor from the early 2000s, it doesn't quite look as good as the sort of new UCS set with the black and grey panellings. One thing I'm sure of after this is the fact that I would really love to get my hands on that UCS TIE Interceptor. I think that it looks great, and the one thing that really sticks out is that stand that is there. This ship could definitely do with a stand to prop it up. It does sit properly where it is on the wings, but I do think that if it was elevated, it would look a lot better. Potentially one to get from a second party company. All in all, really fun, and I didn't feel deprived at all not building the UCS TIE Interceptor over May, whilst many others were. However, onto the Mando Fang fighter. Now, I was going to do a separate video for this, but I realised that I didn't want it to be a completely negative video. There's quite a lot of things about this particular ship that I don't particularly like, which is surprising. This set is considered to be one of the best dual fighter ship sets, and whilst I love the TIE Interceptor, I must say I think Shin Hati's Starfighter and the E-Wing from last September is a far better dual ship set. In this set, you get a Mandalorian pilot as well as a Din Djarin with his dark saber, and obviously time-stamped by that, we do get a face under the helmet of Din Djarin. The Mandalorian pilot, on the other hand, looked very familiar, and I realised it was a polybag short video that I had done a little while ago. It's exactly the same Mandalorian pilot that you get in the polybag as well. I did grab it just to double check. The pilot can be placed inside of the cockpit with its blaster, so it's a fair size that it can get in there, and the ship also has blasters on the front as well, and that's some of the few redeeming features. I must say I don't particularly like this ship. My wife was actually the one who built this, and it was a tricky process for her. It looked very flat when she was building it. It is incredibly flat when it is in hand. I don't think it particularly displays well, particularly on white shelving. It kind of just blends in, and it's so flat that it is barely off the ground. It's not one that I particularly love, and I think if it was a standalone ship and it came out in a year or two's time, I probably wouldn't be grabbing it. And had I paid the full £90 retail for this set, I probably would feel a little bit ripped off, but seeing as I got it for £44 plus a discount, it wasn't too bad, and ultimately I did just get it for that TIE Interceptor. The TIE Interceptor is the star of the show, and whilst I do think that Shin Hati versus the E-Wing is the better dual ship set, I must say the TIE Interceptor on its own is probably the best ship of the 4 in my opinion. So there you have it, a player scale tie interceptor review, not a UCS scale size, but I will say for the price I paid for this, and bear in mind you can get it on sale with a number of retailers currently in the UK, I do think that it is a very good alternative as opposed to that £200 UCS set.